All right, we're squeezing another day in here. You know, you got to work all week. We got to try to build our new house. And yet, I told you this is a priority. We got to get this Jeep done for two reasons. One, so Tara can start driving it. And two, so I can start working on my Scout. So today, which is a nice Sunday, I'm going to try to get the radiator installed. I got a new condenser underneath. I was waiting on some new AN fittings to connect the transmission cooler lines. But we're going to hook up those lines to the radiator and tighten the fan, make sure I have a place to mount all the wire harness to the new poison spider fenders. And once it's all together, I think we're good to call our motor guy and have him help, you know, or witness the first startup. That way he knows I didn't do anything wrong. He'll be right there. And we're gonna wait to hook up the AC and charge it. A couple people recommended that. It does make sense to me. Wait until the motor's good and then we'll charge it. But let's get started. What do we have here? Terrorizer.
A little progress on the Jeep.
Yeah, why is it here on the property? Shouldn't it be in the shop?
Because I asked you to bring it here so I can prep it.
That's right. We are making use of every minute we have in space. So she got all the electrical and plumbing out of here, and she's kind of waiting on me to order materials for the new construction
Of our house build.
of our house build. Yeah. And but we are going to take this grill after we prime it and paint it back to the shop so that we can finish the assembly, because once we get this on, we have to put the radiator on, the condenser for the AC, and then hook up the brake lines or fill them with fluid, charge it, and then we're ready to. The fenders are pretty much.
But we want to like attach things to the fenders.
Yeah, there's a few things to attach, but it's very close, within the next month. So, yeah, oh, she smiles, yeah. Well, it all depends on how much time you let us.
How much I let us, yes.
Yeah, so, yeah. And for those of you that didn't see maybe a past episode, we decided to buy a new used grill because ours was tweaked just a little too much, more than we had time to fix. Oh, you just finished all the spraying?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh.
So go to the front.
All right, let's take a look at the front. I know, no one likes to look at the back. Oh, beautimus. Tara didn't get time to get these lights out, so we gotta get lights out of the old grill and put them back, or put them in this new grill. Now I'm trying to get everything transferred over to the new front clip, and it's in pretty good shape, but there's a few things like this little metal fastener that is into a plastic clip, but it like kind of corroded together. I don't know, they're kind of hard to get them apart, so I think I just end up cutting them and then using a different screw with a little retaining clip on it. Couple rubber washers, make sure we don't have friction in between our fastener locations. A lot of them have these clips, but some things had rubber in between connecting the condenser and the radiator, but I think they're lost. So I'm gonna use some thin rubber washers as kind of like an isolator or a cushion. All right, about to set the radiator back on, but this new replacement aftermarket condenser has a different attachment where the old one was all aluminum and was bent over made into a bracket, but this is has separate brackets, and these little screw heads were sticking up hitting this radiator, so we cut those off, and I had to bend this flange to give the radiator just a little bit more room. Plus I put some rubber washers in here so we can just not touch that screw. I could use my other hand about right now. Tear it. I gotta put the radiator shroud on, I forgot. And it's looking awfully close. I'm a little worried because if you remember back, when we installed this motor, I was very nervous to install the brackets according to the plans, because the plans weren't that specific, and I reached out to Terraflex and didn't get that much of a exact answer. So I feel like it's a little close to the engine now, which means I could have put the motor forward a tad, but we'll see. I gotta put the radiator shroud on. All right, of course, I can't find the fasteners that went to the shroud because we dismantled everything when we were doing the swap over really fast because we had help. And I knew this was gonna happen. It comes down to those last little fasteners, and you wanna have the right ones. So I'm gonna go away with these self-tappers because I remembered that this shroud has to support the reservoir, which is a lot of weight. So we're gonna through bolt this with some extra fasteners that come from the Jeep. Not sure where, but when you take apart two Jeeps, you end up having a lot of fasteners. So these are nice and strong. They'll sandwich and capture all of that really well. But I gotta drill that hole just a tad bigger. All right. Now we got the right stuff. Okay, as you can see, I'm not very happy because it feels like the motor is a little lower, only because it's hitting the bottom of the shroud, but that's not a big, well, it is big, but I can cut the shroud. That's a new blade. I don't know if, or motor fan, I don't know if that's was what they had put on before. I just got the OEM, so I know I would like an electronic fan, and then I won't have this issue with the shroud. It's just hitting right there at the bottom. Yeah, by a good inch. Well, I think bye-bye mechanical fan, because I could think about it a little more, but yeah, it's a good inch offset. When I put the clip on, the fan is a little lower. It just doesn't make sense.